What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you guys have a good weekend so far. Happy Sunday, by the way. We got a little bit of Plarium news here today, and I just want to say that we were right, but we were 1 week late. So, without further ado, let's jump into this bit of news here, which is right here. We have some news about upcoming events. This Monday, April 27th, we're planning to launch a guaranteed champion event. Summon champions using ancient shards while the event is active, and you'll be guaranteed to get Lady Quillen by your 40th ancient shard. On Tuesday, the next day, on the 40th shard, you'll be getting Endalia. On Wednesday, the 29th, on the 40th shard, you'll be getting Enda. And then on Thursday, April 30th, on the 40th shard, you'll be getting Isabel. So each event will last 23 hours, and if you pull the guaranteed champion before your 40th ancient shard, your event will end. Now let's pull up the Mikage fusion plan here. So these are the epics used to fuse Tatsu, the second legendary champion. So a couple weeks ago, we had this exact same layout of events for the guaranteed, epics for the first legendary champion, which was Kira. So now they're offering, the second set of epics, which is what we expected, except it was a week late. But in this case, it's here. It's amazing. Nobody's left off the boat because some of you guys in the comments were upset that the Tatsu epics weren't being offered. So here they offered it up here. So to me, it just kind of made sense because why offer one champion worth of epics and then not offer the other one? But I think from Plarium standpoint, this is a little bit strategic as well, because by offering up these ancient shard events during this Titan event, there's also going to be a champion chase happening next weekend. So immediately after all four of these ancient shard guaranteed events next week, there should be a champion chase, and that champion chase should be a 2x ancient event. So a quick look here at the Player and Play calendar, and you do see the champion chase listed here. We have the goodies, we have the point layout, 300 points in this champion chase. It doesn't show you, and we don't have any news whether it is confirmed to be a 2x ancient event. Now, we just had 2x sacreds, and then the rotation just before that was 2x voids. So this one should be 2x ancients, unless they want to do 2x primals, which I think is kind of unlikely since we had 2x primals not too long ago. So it's most likely going to be 2x ancients. Now, 2x ancients is amazing for champion chase, if you guys didn't know that. So if you guys were in this conversation to try to get these guaranteed epics for Lady Mikage, using their ancient shards during the week and not the champion chase, potentially costs you a lot of efficiency for completing the champion chase. Now, with that being said, who should be participating in this event for Lady Mikage? Lady Mikage, don't get me wrong, one of the best PvE mythicals. I use mine everywhere. Especially 2 years ago when I first fused Lady Mikage. I was even using her in the arena. Nowadays, she's not going to be as good in the arena, but I still use her in all sorts of content. All the boss content, I use her. Clan boss, Hydra boss, Chimera boss. I use her in Fire Knight, Hard 10 on my team there as well. And I think some other random spots too, like maybe Iron Twins or Shogun or something. But yeah, she gets a lot of play even on my endgame account here. So who should be going for these events? So yes, let's say you're a relatively new player. Let's say you're a spender. Will you be spending ancient shards to get each one of these epics towards Lady Mikage? Well, that really depends on how much of a spender you are. So if you're trying to look at these events like efficiently, how do I take the advantage of them while still trying to get Lady Mikage? The best thing you could do is, these events are the best for people that basically are missing one epic. One epic, you pay the 40 ancient shards, you get the epic, and then you get Lady Mikage. Now, the other good thing about this is that by paying the 40 ancient shards and then getting your one epic that you're missing, it allows you to save your Tatsu or Kira or whatever fusion. So the fusion of that during the champion chase, so you can fuse them for 500 points. And then if you're missing that last piece for Lady Mikage, you can also fuse Lady Mikage for 1,000 points during this champion chase. So it's not all lost. It's not all lost. So spending the ancient shards midweek, although you lose the efficiency of the 2x boost, for the champion chase, you can still get back all those champion chase points if you're ready to fuse Lady Mikage on the weekend. So that's not going to jeopardize. I mentioned that because we don't want to jeopardize the Empress 5-star soul if you guys were going for that route. Because if you guys miss the full 300 points on the champion chase, you guys are out for the 1500 reward for Empress's 5-star soul. You guys can only miss 250 points. So we just had a big summon rush happening right now as well. So if you guys are skipping points out of that, sorry, not summon rush, but the hero's path. If you guys are skipping points out of that, then you guys definitely need to complete every single event and not miss the champion chase points as well. So do a little bit of planning, guys, for yourselves. Make sure you guys have enough points to get whatever you guys want. 1500 points for Empress, 250 points is all you can miss. So if you're missing if you're missing more than 200 points from this weekend's heroes path, then you guys are not going to get this 5-star soul. Also, guys, I want to mention a quick tip here, kind of unrelated to what we were talking about, the guaranteed events. But if you guys have these 5 stars, or if you guys have these souls cleared out for Empress, so let's say the 1-star, the 3-star, and the 5-star, don't collect them until the final moments. You see here, I've already started saving this 1-star Empress. Don't collect them until the final moments, because we could potentially have a soulstone chase in the duration of this Titan event, which is 10 days. It's always good to pick them up at the last moment so that we can get credit for them if a soulstone chase does actually drop within the 10-day period before the Titan event ends. So just a quick tip there for you guys. Yeah, guys, for me personally, if you guys are one epic away from Lady Mikage, this is kind of a no-brainer. Lady Mikage is an amazing champion, and like I said, I use her in tons of content. This is the gear set I have on her for basically all content. Reflex gear with impulse gives her extra percentage chance to reduce the cooldown of random skill, and of course we want her A2, the buff extension, and the ally attack as up as often as possible. I don't really use her secondary form too often. It's the secondary form is more of a PvP, but you can definitely use the secondary form to help you clear wave content. This form is really good for faction wars hard because she does bring the AoE stun, which is amazing. It also pushes back turn meter, and then she has the A1 sleep. So she's great at controlling waves, and then she strips off annoying buffs and stuff like that. She also has this passive, which is really nice. At the start of this champion's turn, decrease the turn meter of the enemy with the highest attack by 15%. Yeah, tons of control on her side, which makes her really strong, just helping you through waves. So if you guys are one epic away from Lady Mikage, I think it's kind of a no-brainer to pick her up. And like I said, it's not going to hurt you guys too much for the champion chase on Friday. So if you guys were really gung-ho trying to go for Empress's 5-star soul, it's not going to hurt you that much, especially if you're in that one epic away position. If you guys are just trying to collect epics, I think I would pass on this event. I wouldn't pay 40 ancient shards just to collect. I'll get it, like for example, I'll get Moonbeam this time and I'll wait until next time to pay another 40. I would not do that. The only people that I would probably recommend doing these guaranteed events are people that are either one epic away, maybe two epics, because that's still not bad. Because if you go 80 ancient shards, you get the 2 epics, you fuse the legendary during the champion chase, and then you fuse Lady Mikage, and that's 1500 points for you right there. So you don't really lose too much of the efficiency of wasting those 80 ancient shards, using them on, off 2x boosted raids, off a champion chase. So I think this is a good spot. This is a good spot for people that are looking to finish off Mikage. So anyways, guys, hopefully this video was informative for you guys. Let me know in the comments below where you guys are in terms of finishing off Lady Mikage. Are you guys one epic away? That would be amazing, just to finish it up here and still get credit for all those points during the champion chase. Would be amazing. That's going to be it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching until the end, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.